There's no specific time or place to do a particular exercise. Even when you're waiting for the train, you can walk around the station. And even when you're in the shopping mall, you don't always have to sit down and wait for your parents or your friends to shop. You can always walk around. The smallest change in life can have the biggest impact with consistency. People often rely on equipment or gyms to get fitter, but in reality, getting fit is a mindset. Is a mindset that you want to be active at any place, at any time. People should start by doing small changes, doing small exercise that contribute into their daily routines. They should start by small changes, changing their diet, eating healthier foods in moderate, more protein consumption, moderate carbohydrates, and moderate sugar. People often see fats as a bad thing, a thing that make you fat. But minimum fat is required in a body to function the hormones and to protect the organs. Sugar is also need for daily life energy. So sugar in carbohydrate form should be consumed in moderation. A lot of people believe that philosophy sounds smart, wise. I believe that philosophy is very simple minded. It is very narrow and very specific. What I don't like about philosophy is that people often get stuck using the philosophy on many situations. In fact, we should be able to adapt into each of the situations. So I believe in adaptation more than philosophy. Humans as creatures adapt very well into new environment. We often get moved into new places, new workplaces, new schools. We meet new people. This is natural. And as humans, we adapt very fast to them in order to survive. That's why natural selection is a thing. Nature selects the strongest human being in order to reproduce. At the end of the day, only the strong will survive and the weak will slowly die and fade away. I want each and every one of you to get your mindset right and to be consistent with each and everything you do. As you can see in the past history, warriors are strong and wise. They maintain healthy physique and healthy mindset to lead and adapt into the environment. You don't always have to be the leader to be successful. You can be the one to learn from the leader, to take from his mistakes, to take from his learnings, and to learn more from his action. A leader is the one who leads, but often when he fails, he's the one who takes responsibility. And if you're not selflessness enough to take responsibility, I do not recommend you to be a leader. A leader is more than a human leading. He or she should be the main inspiration force of the team, a country, or in the world. Many famous leaders have unique traits, but these traits often attract people into listening to them, believing them, and devoting their lives for such mindset. People often fall for humans that have compassion and risk-taking skills because they're more exciting and more realistic in life. There is nothing that takes a short time to complete. Everything that has a great impact takes time. There are no shortcuts in life, only sacrifice and hard work. I often hear this phrase called work smart, don't instead of working hard. But in order to work smart, you have to learn from the mistakes that you work hard. Working out 5 days, 20 minutes each day is better than working out 5 days, an hour a day. Is because that it might look good on the paper that you work out more, but in fact, in reality, your mind might not be tolerating the workload you put in. Your body might be inflamed and tired and mostly exhausted for the next week. You will be able to complete 1 week of hard workout, but you won't be able to sustain for a long period of time. Many Roman philosophy talks about courage. Courage is a good point and a good trait for every leader to have. But what differs courage and confidence is that people who takes courage as a mindset will do stuff in order to prove themselves. But people that are confident do stuff because they don't care about anyone's opinions. They don't have to impress people. They have to impress themselves. People should understand that their lives should not be spent and waste time on impressing others, because people don't pay for your food, they don't pay for your bills, and they don't want to educate you or make you better. So instead, you should mind your own business and work on yourself. You can seek advice from friends and families. You should uptake as much as information as possible, and the more the experience, the better. You can select the good information and advice from people and eradicate the useless and wasteful one. Think wisely of what people advise to you. Their experience and your experience might not be able to relate. Always think in your own perspective, because you're in the situation yourself. No one can relate or understand. They could only understand a little bit, or at most half of what you're going through. So you might as well want to adapt yourself to solve your own problems. There is no better way than to rely on yourself to solve your own problems. What's going on in Ukraine right now is they want to rely on other countries to help them. But in fact, if they were stronger, they wouldn't need any forces from any country to fight for them.